The Busch Grand National Series feature at Millbridge Speedway. Tyler Deering set fast time with an 11.443, but thanks to the invert, it was Carl Haag up front, Aaron Hodges to his outside. At the drop of the green, Haag wasted no time. Shot to the point on the high side. Showalter, mid-pack, got nudged, but Deering made it 3 wide trying to capitalize. It was elbows up immediately here on the short track.
Yeah, Deering tried to fit into a space about as tight as the middle seat on Spirit Airlines. 3 wide, short track, lap 1. Dude was basically speed dating with a death wish.
And behind them, absolute war zone. Mid-pack looked like Walmart on Black Friday. Shopping carts flying, guys bouncing off the berm. Scumbag racing driver Mike McAndrews basically auditioning for a drifting competition. He hit that inside berm so hard, I swear a pothole opened up.
But through the chaos, Showalter started marching. That 5 machine steady as always worked to Carl Haag's rear bumper. Patient move, slipped underneath and grabbed the lead. Hodges sat third, lurking. The first caution flew, and on the restart, Haag retook control briefly from the low line.
That's been the story all year, Busch Series parity. These fields are massive, talent is stacked, and it's like trying to win a knife fight in a phone booth. No room, no mercy.
Haag wasn't messing around either. He threw haymakers, but Showalter is basically the Gandalf of DNQ. You shall not pass. Every time Haag looked, Showalter slammed the door harder than a teenager told to get off Fortnite.
As the race unfolded, Tyler Deering joined the fray. He cleared Haag for second and set his sights on Showalter. The cockroaches, the lap traffic became a factor. The move-over flag flew, the Ukraine flag as the teams call it, but nobody moved. That kept Showalter and Haag bottled while Deering took shot after shot at the lead.
Yeah, those cockroaches. It's like they're out there on government shutdown mode. Nobody's working. They see the blue flag, they think it's a street sign.
And Deering? Dude's trying to pass Showalter, but every time he get inside, there's a minivan Camry combo 3 wide in front of them like it's rush hour traffic on I-77. He finally broke through, but not before getting his patience tested harder than a Chick-fil-A. Drive-through worker on free sandwich day.
Once clear, Deering stretched out his lead. Showalter and Haag resumed their duel for second, putting on one of the cleaner, more respectful battles of the night. One high, one low, sliding but never over the line. Meanwhile, further back, it was chaos. 3 wide, sometimes 4, all fighting for scraps.
Yeah, Busch Series mid-pack is like an open mic night at a comedy club. Most of them bomb, but every now and then someone nails it. And Haag and Showalter, that was a master class. Clean racing in a sea of chaos.
At 5 to go, the caution flew with Deering out front. On the restart, he got squirrely. Showalter right to his outside quarter panel side by side for the lead, but Deering gathered it up and retook control. A late caution for Zach Campolonga's spin stacked them up once more. On the final restart, Showalter chose the bottom, Deering to the top.
Then out of nowhere, like your drunk uncle crashing Thanksgiving, Carson Dollarhide sneaks into second. Guy wasn't even in the shot 5 minutes earlier. Suddenly he's got a golden ticket to the chocolate factory.
Dollarhide's got to have a horseshoe shoved so far up his ass it's hitting daylight. Every time somebody fails tech, every time chaos erupts, he's the guy smiling in victory lane. DNQ doesn't crown champions, it crowns survivors.
Deering crossed the line first, but heartbreak in the tech shed. Failed tire sample. That handed the win to Carson Dollarhide. Once again, right place, right time. Haag and Showalter put on a show. Deering had the speed, but the official record will show Dollarhide as the winner of the Busch Grand National Feature.
Man, Carson's going to start thanking the DNQ tech shed in his victory speeches. First off, I'd like to thank God, Mom, and Dad, and whoever caught Deering's tire.
Yup. Busch Grand National, baby. Where the racing's wild, the cockroaches don't move, and the winner is decided in the tech barn. Steve Post is down with Dollarhide.
Fortunately, Dad had a real rough night, but you had a pretty good night, finishing in the second spot. Just kind of describe how you seem like you maybe survived your way to a second spot here tonight.
Yeah, it was a war of attrition for sure. I just I stayed patient and definitely didn't have a second place go-kart, but we made it happen in the end.
Nice, pretty cool stuff, that's for sure. Wild racing out there. Just kind of describe 22 karts on Mini Millbridge.
Luckily, I didn't see too many of them. I think I might have seen 4 or 5 in front of me, but I'm sure it was hectic back there. I seen the old man pull off, and sucks for him. But I'd like to thank Boomer again and the old man again, I guess. So
got some good people around you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Just kind of describe how that one went and what more you needed there at the end.
I think the first 5 or 10 laps were good, and then my tires got too hot. I just got a little too much grip, a little too bound up there. Started getting the grip bounce in the corner. So might have missed it on air. I don't know. He just he had a better cart, I guess, than I did, or motor. I don't know. We'll see. So.
There we go, absolutely. But I think it shows the tightness of the competition here. Miss something by a little bit, and you go from first to third in an instant.
Yeah, when you're 10 slower every lap, 50 laps, that's a lot of time. So.
Give up a lot of time. That's Bobby Showalter with the second place run. Carson Dollarhide is second. Carson was third. Dollarhide was second. Easy for me to say. Tyler Deering picked up the win in the Busch Grand National Series. In the USAC division, it was Carson Dollarhide picking up the win. The Professor Clutchworks Pro Cup division, it was Dustin Dunn from the state of Florida getting the victory. 1ZT's Dash Series, Zach Campolonga doing what he does all the time here, picks up the victory. And in the Net Positive Pool Services Cup Series, it was Bobby Showalter we just talked to picking up the victory there, and that's going to wrap up our SKE Chassis Short Track Showdown here at Millbridge Speedway. Next event for the DNQ Series, the next event is Tuesday night, September 23rd on the OG Millbridge. Yeah, we're going to run the regular track here on Tuesday, September 23rd. I'm Steve Post for Jeremy and Ashley Burnett. Everybody here at Millbridge Speedway for Eddie DeHaan with the DNQ Series. Thanks for joining us this time here at Millbridge Speedway.
Looking at the final rundown here in the Busch Grand National feature, Tyler Deering crossed the line first in the 24D, but a failed tire sample meant the victory would be stripped. That hands the official win to Carson Dollarhide in the 74, another one in his pocket thanks to that golden horseshoe. Second place, the legend Robert Showalter, steady all night and right in the thick of the lead battle. Third goes to Carl Hogg in the 1FL, a strong run, always up front, just missing that last bit to seal the deal. And fourth, Jacob Weidman in the 77, keeping himself in the conversation after a clean night of racing.
A top 5 for Patrick Bryody in the 51. Solid drive for him. 6th, Jake Owings in the 46. Good to see him hang tough with this stacked field. 7th, Isaac Love in the 8. Love is in the air, but not quite in victory lane. 8th goes to William Monroe in the 98. And 9th to Zach Campolonga, the Nightmare, who looked quicker early but couldn't make it stick late.
A top 10 for Aaron Hodges in the 01H, who somehow didn't end up in a demolition derby this time. 11th, Mark Lambert in the 10. Decent night. Stayed out of trouble. 12th, Matthew Murphy in the 87M. Little loose, little wild, but he got it home. 13th, Mike Mick Andrews in the 7EM. Remember, he's a road race guy moonlighting on dirt, and it shows sometimes.
14th, Jay Coppola in the R9. 15th, Hayden Wooten in the 01. 16th, Aiden Pauley in the 22. 17th, Cole Peterson in the 41. 18th, Justin Harrington in the 41 Rands. 19th, James Henry in the 33. 20th, Colin Hoefner in the 34. And 21st, tough night for Coleman Dollarhide in the 7, out after just 5 laps.
Exactly. Deering had the speed, but Dollarhide had the luck. And in DNQ, luck is basically worth 0.2 a lap.
Well, that'll wrap things up here from Millbridge. We've seen some wild action tonight in the DNQ Busch Grand National feature, and once again, the drama didn't disappoint. Congratulations to Carson Dollarhide on coming away with the win after a chaotic finish, and hats off to all the drivers who put on a show for us. Next time, we'll be back on the big track, and you know that's going to shake up the racing and the points in a big way. On behalf of Joe, Eli, and the rest of our crew, I'm Barney, thanking you for tuning in to DRN, the DNQ Racing Network. We'll catch you at the next one.